ask this because you're doing romance, and the interesting thing about romance is there's a lot of indie authors that do it
Yes,
better than the publishers do it.
yes.
So my question is this: this I think because I think we gotta be honest about something. I feel deep down on the inside you want to be published by Hallmark, and I think deep down inside that's where your drive is, that's where your focus is, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like that's why you haven't gone indie. You want to break. You want Hallmark. Like
Well,
regardless of what
I
happens.
wish, yeah, that's my, you said it, that's my dream. It would have been my dream. I know this first one is not going to be Hallmark. They already said no. So I'm looking for other options, other
Mhm,
publishers, just to see what happens, what they say.
mhm,
I had a couple of friends. Okay, so I sent my manuscript to two friends, personal friends. And of course, they love the story. Of course, because it comes from me. Oh my God, how beautiful. I love the story. Okay, do you see? Does it make sense? Do you think it's no, it's super good? I love it. Okay, fine. You are my friend. You're telling me you love it. So I send it to two writer friends that I met on Twitter that I have interviewed on my blog. That that's another thing when I try to connect with people. My question is, how did you get to where you are right now? How did you get to writing? How did you get to, so if I'm going to get you on my blog, I'm going to ask that. How did you get to uh, blogging, to live streaming? You are a writer too. How did you get to writing? So I send it to two other writer friends as I just need your opinion, any constructive criticism you have for me. And they gave me good criticism. I'm
mhm.
like, okay, awesome. Now I know I can fix this, but I'm still looking. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get out there and dare myself to do it. It's just the insecurity
I,
of being a
I,
first time writer, thinking if I put it out there, it's not going to be good enough, even though my friends are telling me it's good.
it's
Like the
not.
validation of somebody who knows, of any other publisher, to tell me, okay, this is a good story. This is what we're going to do to fix it. Of course,
Well,
I dream with Hallmark. But eventually, if I send another story, I might send it to Hallmark first too.
you know,
So we'll see.
it's what you want, and it's
Yeah.
okay if that's what you want. Look, I just here's my belief. Okay, everybody should just be honest with what they want with themselves. That's all. Like no more, no
Yeah.
less. It doesn't. There's not necessarily a right or wrong answer in terms of what your publishing goals are.
Yeah.
What right? But it's about what you want. Like every publishing route has their pros and their cons. Every publishing route, I mean, benefits can benefit you one way or the other, right? But it's about being honest about what you want. Like for you, and this is just how I see it and how I feel it with you. You're such a fan of the Hallmark company and what they do and how they present. My gut tells me that the ultimate dream for you is a
Would
movie
be.
about one of your stories. It doesn't
Yes.
matter which one, right?
Let me
But
tell you another story. One of the first the first ever first interview I did, because I was just writing about my stories, about my memories, and then I started writing about why I love romance, why I love Hallmark, and the different that topic I did about the royalty movies. I had a writer. I had a writer reach out to me. Um, hey, listen, if you're interested, I can do an interview with you. I'm gonna have a Hallmark pick my book to do a movie. And I was like, oh my God, really? Of course I'm interested in doing an interview. So I did get called her and send her my questions. And then she sent me, we did an extra blog, like a guest blog of her experience behind the cameras. She went to Canada, they flew her there to see the filming, to see the change they did to her book. She was just thrilled about it, about that. That was my first one. Like, oh my God, I can do this. So that's how I started reaching out to other people. Hey, you're a writer. I want to know about your story. I want to know how you do this. Couple of them, let's see, I've done like six. So a couple of them had gone through publishers. the other people have gone through indie. That lady, she does her own publishing, but she has her own. She has done like 7 or 8 books now. So she did a series. She has somebody working with her, editor and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that's something that I can do. Is just the process that I have to. I'm still working my full time. I still have my kids, so I still have to create time. When I get home, I haven't worked on my other story. I haven't submitted any other to any other publisher because I'm still working on few things. Started working on my own web page. It's not that easy.
No, it's not.
It took a process. You had to accommodate this. You had to do this topic. Awesome. What now? So I'm in that stage, like in what now? What's next? I still want to keep publishing my blog. My ideal will be do a post a week. That's what I was trying to do, but sometimes the weeks get there. I'm like, okay, this is not ready. Let me tell you, always have a bunch of drafts. I have like 10 drafts right now that I know anytime I get an idea, I go and do a little writing. Okay, I'll finish that later. Let me move on to the next one. Until I get into that stage of, okay, I'm comfortable with this. Let me start throwing out the manuscript again and get to probably try the self-publishing. I see JD has like 10, 12 books, different stories, different topics. He does genre, he's done fantasy, he's done poetry, I think he has a story for kids, middle school age.
Yeah.
Different topics that his brain works with that. So I go with the romance, but I know there's people out there like me.